Losing someone from this material realm can be tough. Almost too tough to burden depending on how close you were to that someone you lost. So in saying that, I premise this video by sending all my condolences to any and everyone who had an attachment to DMX. Starting from those who had the closest of attachments, meaning family and friends, people who actually knew him, extending all the way to his fan base and his reach as far as to their attachment. Why? Because in this material realm, we here one day, literally, and we're gone the next day. So my condolences go to those who are still in the material realm and have to deal with the loss of a legend, DMX. Not only a legend in hip hop, but a legend in energy and in essence. We live in a world of forms. So hip hop is just one form in which the energy of DMX expressed himself in. But his form of authenticity, his form of realness, his form of wisdom was conveyed through hip hop. So he's not just a hip hop artist. He wasn't just a preacher. He wasn't just a speaker of words. He was an essence. And that was why he reached so many people and so many people gravitated towards that energy. So when I say I send my condolences to even the fan base, when somebody's that magnetic, when somebody's that, illuminating, it's going to reach people beyond his own physical grasp. So first and foremost, my condolences go out to all those people. Secondly, it is of my belief, personal, that energies go on and take different forms. So when I say the people in the material world have to deal with the loss of DMX, essentially it's to say that the energy of DMX still lives somewhere, just in a form in which we cannot identify. Energy can neither be created or destroyed. So that energy just transitioned. We have a weird concept of death, like it's just over for the essence of DMX, but that's just the vehicle, the body, the form. The energy, that essence, the vehicle of the body was just conveying the true energy, the true form. So that light still shines. And be it that he left his mark tangibly, he's still on this material realm with the case anecdotes he left out for us. He left the seeds. Again, the same way in regards to a Nipsey Hussle or a Tupac Shakur. They were so magnifying, so magnetic, that even when they transitioned, they kept a legacy in this material realm for us to learn and live from. So with that being said, I just want to point to my favorite DMX moment in history, because I'm going to honor and appreciate all the moments in which he presented to us rather than sulk or feel a certain type of way as towards his loss, because it's our loss on the material realm. This world brings pain, suffering, and we third party seeing DMX suffer at least, so we don't know what the trials and errors he was going through in his life, to where it could have been an endless amount of pain on this surface. Does anyone want to live in an endless amount of pain? So my condolences go to those in the material realm. But that transition, I'm sure DMX is probably feeling like he's never felt before, energetic wise. So wherever DMX is at, I'm sure he's vibing in the authentic, real way in which he is. But he left shit for the tangible world. And this is my favorite video. Him and Jay Z trading bars. You feel me? I just want to captivate his energy and his essence, which just made me, in every song, every time he spoke, it made me gravitate to it. Some people are born leaders. Let's get into it.
I don't always do the right thing, but I ask you to forgive me, because I need you here with me. Without you in my life, it's empty. Big had it, Pac had it. Certain artists had it. Like they had a love that was strong. Think back how some people did me like violence was the remedy. Because I think of that now, I will pray for my enemy. It's more like a movement with Jay and X. It was a movement with Pac and Big. And you can feel that because the movement's still going. To me, that's what makes an artist special. When you live for something, when you stand for something. Your life only means something if it has to do with what's right. And even only then, it only means as much as what you stand for.
Stood for something. Hate to segue, but if you want to talk about an essence that represents standing for something, you just watch DMX, watch Nipsey Hussle, watch Tupac. Those essences captivate a field of humans.
On the menu, to press pause to the cards, then continue. Ever since my old world gave birth to me, I've been born in MCs to the thought of me. They throwing sticks and stones but never hurting me, cause I've been taking mad pain since my surgery. I'm that hip-hop child from heaven, yo, but I'm a major star in this heaven, yo. I'm steady aiming to retire by 11, yo. And don't you ask me to see, cause I ain't Tevin, yo. While you try to grow up into those rap dollars, I just wanna grow up and be a rap scholar. You wanna diss cause my crew makes the crowd holler. But like I like DMX, kids so don't bother. Listen to me, DMX.
Fuck what they all say. Niggas can't stop me from rumors. I'm strong all day. Socks exploding. Sweatpants boxes bulging. Holding it down on the corner of my block posing. My spot falling. Drops the price of the coking. Throw the competition out. Let the dope flow in. Cops is closing in. I can do the time, but what's really on my mind ain't no holes in the pants. I play the low end. Try to make it hard to find. The best still trying to build the case since 93.
The contrast, that's why I love this. Both artists dope. Pinnacle, top of the game. Jay Z's dope. DMX is dope. The different essence and craftsmanship in their game. Jay Z is more pen savvy. He's more flip and be creative, nuance with the words. DMX is more power bar, meaning I'm gonna say some wisdom based, substantial, applicable shit that people are gonna feel. You feel me? So Jay, you get cognitive and you listen and it's like, ooh, slick shit. I'm worried about, I could get locked, but I'm more worried about if it's holes in the pen. Okay, he's slick, savvy. This is how he move around. DMX gonna come with some thunder.
Yo, moves is made, niggas is paid. That's just how it is. When my time is up, I'ma be out, but I'ma try to live. I mean, day by day, ain't nothing sweet about it. Act like you don't know what I'm saying? You read about it. Beautiful off like an armadillo. Smoking your ass, two through the pillow. My shit is real. Manic depressive in my head hurts. No, give me your dough and your hoe in here. Take these fuck hot things. I got things that make niggas spin. Put niggas in the wind where you never see niggas again. I bless a nigga with stitches with thin tight. And a straight razor will put pinstripe across your windpipe.
And a straight razor push pinstripes across your windpipe. And then bringing back that Cypher element just quantifies DMX as a true hip-hop MC, which is a subset of who DMX is, which is a true being. What do you say? Think you don't know what I'm saying? Till you read about it. But that's one of my favorite memories. He got so many spoken words, so many songs. You talk about Flesh in My Flesh, Grand Champ, everything, where the hood at, that album, you feel me? But legends don't die, energy don't die. But we did lose a legend today. We, in our material world, we lost a legend. But DMX transitions and likely ascends based on the energy he showed us into something even greater. And that's why we be talking about motherfuckers even more when they die, because their energy just dispersed to the universe, and now we're on notice, so to say. Even though we should always try to keep our legends alive while they're here. And what I will say, watching interviews and watching people speak of DMX in his latter years, it was more praise and hope that he climbed through his rut and his situation. So I know he felt the flowers, especially from the real ones, the hip hop industry. Real recognized real. So if you real, you knew DMX was a real one that you followed. Let me know your thoughts in your comments. Whatever you got to say from DMX, as long as it's in high regards, we welcome it in Dame's world. That's all I got to say. Peace.